What's going on, everyone? Appreciate y'all coming here and checking out this Resident Evil Village video. Just wanted to start this off by saying there will be spoilers in this video, so if you are trying to avoid those with Resident Evil Village, then I suggest not to continue watching this video. Okay, now since I got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into this. In this one, I'm going to be showing you a secret cave that you might have passed up. And within this cave, you will notice that Chris Redfield and his squad were here. And I'm going to be showing you what they discovered within this place too. It's pretty interesting, and not to mention there are plenty of goodies to get in here too, so it's definitely worth not passing up. To be real with you, I passed this up my first time through, so I thought this might be something others may find interesting and might have missed as well. Anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get into this, everyone. As you can see, I'm starting here at the ceremony site with Duke, and I'm just going to head down this way. We're going to be needing the boat key as well as the crank in order to get inside this cave. So yeah, keep that in mind if you're wanting to get to this yourself in the game. But yeah, you just want to head down here and use the crank on this drawbridge. Then we're just going to head on across. Bash open that because why not? Anyways, once we get on the boat, instead of going straight underneath this bridge here, we just want to turn around actually and head underneath this stone bridge here. We're just going to ride the boat down this way. And once we get down here, we're going to find a dock that we can disembark on. Now you'll have two different ways you can take. This way will actually lead you to the cave that Chris Redfield and his squad came to and discovered something really interesting. And if you head left, you can actually discover a very rare fish within this little water hole. As you can see, it just jumped up there. Yeah, the golden one here is a special kind of fish that you can only find in the game here. As you can see, it's the finest fish, which you need this for a specific recipe from Duke. So yeah, this is extremely valuable. Definitely recommend hitting this spot too when you come over to this cave, if you do, within the game. Just something else I wanted to spotlight real quick. But yeah, now let's go ahead and head on inside this hidden cave over here. As you can see, we're going to have to shimmy our way in because it's so close quarters right here. But if you notice when entering here, we can see a flashlight shining, so we can tell someone was here previously before us, which that was Chris and his squad. And yeah, when we enter in here, we can also notice a bunch of these roots inside this place too. And if we head on down here, yeah, you'll get a little jump scare right there. But if you continue heading on down here, you'll find this laptop. And as some of you may know, this is the Wolfhound squad's laptop, which that's Chris Redfield's squad. And these are basically just around the map for us to find, to learn a bit more about Chris's experience going through this place. We get a little bit more of a backstory over his experience as well. But before I get on the laptop and show you what's on this, there's also some goodies too that you want to pick up here, such as the handgun ammo, the antique coin, which you could sell this to Duke. I'll be showing you how much it's worth here in a little. Also, you could find an attachment in here for grip for WA-70 TAC, and you could find a couple mines back here, as well as flashbang and explosive rounds. So yeah, plenty of stuff in here to loot too. But anyways, now let's go ahead and check out what's on this laptop. It's actually pretty interesting. As you can see here, it states DNA sequencing complete, 99.95% match to Dove mutamycete. The deviation of 0.05% can presumably be attributed to artificial changes by humans, which means this is probably the source. Further investigation into how the connections managed to find and extract the mold is needed. Anyways, carrying on. The fungal colony is spread out under the entire village. When you take the Baker incident into account, the host of the mutamycetes are parts of a network of consciousnesses. If that network is linked to here, then we could assume this organism here is data storage. If that's the case, then what data is Miranda after? We actually learn more about this further into the game when we discover the megamycetes that's underneath the ceremony site. We end up discovering Mother Miranda's like secret lair or something, and within there we could find a lot of lore over explaining a lot of this that happened here. But anyways, yeah, on that laptop is what Chris discovered down here. He discovered a part over what's causing all this chaos. This living fungal root down here that's like moving around. Yeah. However, they haven't exactly discovered the megamycete yet, which this is the heart over all the fungal roots that are moving around underneath here. This is like the main source that's keeping them living and active. This is the root to all of the chaos that's happening around here. And this is what's keeping all the other fungal roots alive, active, and growing too. Chris Redfield and his squad discover that later on in the story. Yeah, so it seems like this is the first time he actually encounters a bit of it here. Pretty interesting to know. The real question is, how did this thing become a thing? Like, was it created? Or did it just all of a sudden naturally start here? I'm really curious on how this thing even became a thing. And also, something interesting happens when we leave from here too. Check this out. Boom, we just see a bunch of those fungal roots start growing, and also enemies start appearing here too to fight as well. Which the fungus roots actually formed these creatures here because it had some of their DNA. In case you don't know, that's what these do. They spit out things like this. You can actually witness it firsthand heading up toward Mother Miranda to fight her with Ethan. They can create replicas over the DNA that they consume. These things are extremely eerie. Pretty crazy, and let alone a unique experience coming through this place. I have to say, I did miss this my first playthrough. Oh, and by the way, you do get some more goodies too from taking out these enemies that appear here. So, yeah, be sure to do that. But anyways, now since I went over what all happened in this cave and what Chris Redfield and his squad discovered in here, let's go ahead and head back to Duke and see how much we can get for that antique coin. I'm also going to be getting into a little bit about it as well. Okie dokie, so I'm back here at Duke. Let's go ahead and see now how much that antique coin is worth to him.
Oh, yes.
Let's go down to it. And as you can see, we can sell it for 8,000. And something interesting to note for the description on it, it states that it looks like it's one from the Baker house. And in case you don't know, the Baker house is tied with all of this fungal root problem that's happening currently here. If you remember back on the laptop, he states, when you take the Baker incident into account, the hosts of the mutamycetes are parts of a network of consciousnesses. So, yeah, this kind of goes hand in hand with how he was talking about the incident at the Baker house. Pretty neat little Easter egg.
As always, a trustworthy, fair exchange.
But yeah, you also get explosive rounds, handgun ammo, mines, and a mod from that cave too. So it's definitely worth it to just, breeze by and get all of those goodies real quick. You have to just take out a few enemies when exiting. Not a big deal at all. But yeah, hopefully you found this video enjoyable, everyone, and it helped you out in some kind of way. I'm out of here, everybody. Thanks for taking the time, watching, and listening. If you did find this enjoyable, I'm just going to leave a friendly reminder here at the end. Consider taking a little bit of your time and leaving a like on the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. As always, though, that's totally up to you. Just leaving a friendly reminder. I'm out of here, though. Until next time, peace.